Friends, it was a Thursday, August 21st, 2025, a perfectly normal day. I was thinking about ordering biryani, the good kind, where the aloo is not an afterthought, but a star. My phone buzzed. Maybe a discount code. Zomato knows my soul, but no. A message from Ankit. Ankit, always serious. He probably wears a tie to sleep. The message, "Bye, did you see the new tax bill? It's different." My heart sank. Tax bill. Two words that can ruin any biryani plan. Tax is like that relative you have to meet but don't want to. We are the generation caught in the middle. Dreams bigger than our EMIs. EMIs bigger than our salaries. Trying to be adults. Investing in mutual funds because Sharmaji's son is doing it. Trying to save, then a new iPhone comes out. Invest for the future versus treat yourself. Then the government changes the rules. You finally learned the controls. About to beat the final boss. Then jump becomes crouch. It's confusing. It's personal. Not just numbers on a website. This is about our lives. About the Goa trip. About moving out before 30. Ankit's message wasn't just a notification. It was a sign. Sit up. Pay attention. Figure out the new income tax bill 2025. Hero or villain? I put my phone down, looked out the window. Outside, the auto wala arguing. Pigeons on the wire, probably discussing TDS. But inside, something had shifted. So I called Ankit. "Bye, explain it to me like I'm 5, I said. And a very distracted 5-year-old who wants candy." He sighed. The sound of a man who has accepted his fate as the group's designated adult. The first big thing is the new tax slabs. The government has simplified them. Before, your grandfather's old radio, too many knobs and weird static. Now, a modern Bluetooth speaker, fewer buttons, clearer sound, but you still have to pay for the subscription. The biggest headline is the new digital asset tax, or DAT. You know all that crypto we bought thinking we'd be millionaires by next Tuesday? And those NFTs that are basically just expensive JPEGs of monkeys? Well, the government has seen our digital wallets, and they want their cut. Any profit you make from these will be taxed at a flat rate. It's like the government is saying, beta, you want to live in the future, pay future tax. Then there's the change in how we save. Remember Section 80C, our magical cheat code? It was like that one cheat code in a game that gave you extra life. PPF, life insurance, home loan principal, and get a deduction. Well, the new bill is changing the game. They are promoting a new, simplified tax regime with lower tax rates but fewer deductions. It's like they're giving you a choice. Do you want a simple life with a little less money saved, or a complicated life where you have to prove you saved money? And finally, the filing process. This is where it gets interesting. Everything is going fully digital, and they claim AI-driven. Your PAN is now linked to your bank, your investments, your Swiggy orders. Okay, maybe not that far yet. The idea is that your tax form will come pre-filled. The government's AI will look at all your transactions and say, "Here, we did the math for you. Just sign here." It sounds great, like having a super smart assistant. But it also feels a bit like your parents reading your diary. There's nowhere to hide. Every single rupee is accounted for. The era of Jugaad is officially on notice. Let's talk about the good stuff first. For someone like me, who finds tax forms more complicated than understanding women, the simplified system is a blessing. The lower tax rates in the new default regime mean that if you're a young professional without many big investments or a home loan, you might actually have more money in your hand each month. More in-hand salary. Those 3 words are pure poetry. It means that immediate gratification is now slightly more affordable. That weekend trip doesn't have to wait for a bonus. You can finally buy that ridiculously expensive coffee without feeling guilty for a week. This new system rewards simplicity. It's for the freelancer, the gig worker, the person whose life doesn't fit into the old boxes of basic HRA LTA. The government is acknowledging that the way we earn money has changed. We don't all have 9-to-5 jobs with a provident fund. Some of us are making YouTube videos. Some are coding for a company in another country, and some are selling art online. But there's always a but. This is life, not a Karan Johar movie where everything ends perfectly. The challenge comes for those who were disciplined savers. The people who diligently used Section 80C to save for their future. For them, The new default regime might feel like a punishment for being responsible. They are now at a crossroads. Stick to the old complicated regime with its benefits, or switch to the new simple one and potentially pay more tax. So, after all the drama, the phone calls, and the biryani-less evening, what's the final verdict? Is the 2025 tax bill a friend or a foe? The truth is it's neither. It's just a change. Like growing up. It has its good parts and its bad parts. It gives you freedom but also more responsibility. This bill is a reflection of a changing India. More digital, more formal, more integrated with the global economy. The old ways are making way for a new, more transparent system. Whether we like it or not, this is the direction we are heading in. For us, the young generation, this is a wake-up call. It's a call to become more financially literate. We can no longer just hand over our documents to a CA at the last minute. We need to understand where our money is going. Learn about different investment options, mutual funds, stocks and fintech platforms, real estate and other alternatives. Be active participants in our financial lives, not just silent spectators. This bill forces us to be more adult about our money. And maybe, just maybe, that's not such a bad thing. It's like your dad giving you the car keys, but also a lecture on mileage and maintenance. The impact will be felt for years. It could lead to a bigger, more honest tax base, which means more money for roads, hospitals, and infrastructure. It could also change our saving habits as a society. Will we become a generation of spenders? Or will we find new, smarter ways to build wealth? These are the questions our choices will answer. We are not just taxpayers, we are the builders of the new Indian economy. In the end, it all comes down to perspective. You can look at this bill and complain about the complexities and the challenges, or you can look at it as an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to take charge of your own future. The rules have changed, yes, but the game is still ours to play. The goal is still the same, to build a good life for ourselves. A life with security, with dreams, and yes, with the occasional well-deserved guilt-free plate of biryani. So, the question isn't just how this tax bill will change your life. The real question is, how will you change in response to it?